Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. I apologise, I look like a bit of a state. It's like nearly 10:30 at night on the 1st of September. So first of all, happy bird months. Woo! The bird months are here and I'm so ready for it. I'm so excited. I was going to start my vlog starting today, the 1st of September, but I actually decided there's no point and to start it for tomorrow, which is the 2nd, which is going to be day 1 of the final book support group, where today is day 1 of Magical Readathon. So this next week is going to be a reading vlog for Magical Readathon and the final book support group, as I'm taking part in both. And I have one book, and one book only, I really want to read for this week, and that is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. And the reason I've kind of mainly just chose this book is due to the pure size of it. If I can get to the end of the week and I have finished this, I'll be so freaking happy, beyond belief, because this will be the biggest book I've read this year. It's like 850, nearly 900 pages, so yeah. There is a few other books I kind of want to get to just to fulfill final book support group prompts, but I'm not going to force myself. I just want to get this done. However, I have started a book today that wasn't this. I have started The Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher, which I'm actually really enjoying. I'm about 60 pages in currently. I'm probably not going to get any more reading done today, but I am hoping I can finish this tomorrow and then basically get straight into Queen of Air and Darkness. But this, in here we follow Mona, who is 14, and she is a magic wizards kind of aren't accepted very much in this world, and unfortunately she finds a dead person in her auntie's bakery, and life just goes to shit from there. First of all, somebody is after her, basically. There is somebody stalking Mona through the streets and preying on magic folk, and Mona is the next target. But this is really cute, really cozy read so far, and I've really been enjoying it. So I am excited to continue with this one. I'm finding it also really fast paced, so that's great. So these two are like my main 2 reads for this week. If I get to anything else, that's great, but I think this is going to take up all of my time. But I'm hoping I can get through this quite quick, and then I'll have like 6 days to plough through this at the end of this vlog. Like I said, I have chosen other books for the final book support group prompts. So like for the graphic novel one, I went for Spy Family Volume 5, if I have time to get to that. I've also got Honey Witch on there for poll pick. There's a few others, but I don't think I'm going to have time to get to them because I just think Queen of Air and Darkness is going to take all my time, which is fine. As this completes the Magical Readathon prompt for a book that I think will make me emotional, and this completes the prompt for my favourite scent in the title being baking. So yeah, these are kind of my main 2 priorities. Anything else is a bonus at this point, but I'm going to bed now because I'm really tired. It's been a day, and I will probably update you tomorrow after I finish work, when hopefully I've either finished this or at least made some big decent progress. To jump in and do a little clip. I've literally read 3 pages of the Queen of Air and Darkness, and it's going to be an emotional read. just off of the first chapter. I am going to continue. I have decided I actually want to finish this first, because I think The Queen of Air and Darkness is going to take me on a fucking whirlwind, and I don't think I'm ready for that. So I think I'm going to finish A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking first, as it's just quite an easy read, and then I think I'm going to go into A Queen of Air and Darkness. I think I might change my mind. I might keep putting it off, as not spoilers really, but the main thing that happens in this book is all around death. Death is one of my triggers with my anxiety, and if you don't know, I lost my nan 3 months ago, so I don't know if I'm ready to read in this much depth, because the 3 pages I have read is a lot, and that's just 3 pages. So I'm going to read A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, see how I feel, and maybe I will pick this up, maybe I'll pick something else just for the time being, and maybe read this towards the end of the month, or maybe I will choose a completely different book, because I just wonder if I'm not ready for this much death in a book yet, which is really sad, because I actually was quite looking forward to reading it, but I don't think I'm ready. So yeah, I'll update you soon. I'll probably update you when I've finished this, I think, because I'm gonna sit and listen to this now when I do a bit of journaling, so I will update you when I've finished A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. Hello kids, what's up my guys? So I have finished A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, and I've actually given it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. I did find it very slow going, kind of. The beginning was great, in the middle it was very slow, and in the ending it really picked up for me, and I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cozy aspect. The cozy aspect stayed throughout. The baking aspect was phenomenal. I loved it. It was so good. Like, this bitch made giant gingerbread men. And it was just like, yeah, okay, a fucking vibe. The characters were really fun to follow. It was just a very good, cozy read, and I really enjoyed it, so I gave it 4 stars. So this has completed the Elemental Studies prompt for me for Readathon, which was a book with my favourite scent on the cover, which I went for baking, and it worked. It's done. So I was really happy with that. I'm also really happy that on the 3rd of the month I finished my first book. Peace to resistance. But I need to chat. So, as I mentioned earlier, The Queen of Air and Darkness, I read the first 3 pages and it was really deep, really dark. So I have decided I'm not going to read it right now. I don't want to set myself off. I'm doing well. You know what I mean? So, G from Book Roast brought out this month for Magical Readathon the Guild Emporium, where you can buy certain things with your guild points that you collect. You can buy different items for your characters, but you can also buy scrolls. And one of the scrolls you can buy is where the prompt, if there's a certain prompt that you're just not in the mood for, or you don't know what to read for it, you can swap it out for another prompt of your choosing. So I'm doing that because the prompt that I put with the Queen of Air and Darkness was the emotional, but they will make you emotional, and I don't want to be emotional. I don't want to do it. So I'm spending 10 of my guild points to buy a scroll and I'm going to change the prompt to the random emoji generator prompt, which is for Art of Illusion, I believe. So I'm changing it to that because none of the others were really shouting to me and I don't want to be emotional, which I think is fair enough. So we now need to randomise an emoji. Currently my phone's being a little bitch. Thank you, Apple. If you don't know, with Apple products, that after your contract runs out and things typically start to go wrong. My contract finished probably roughly about 5 or 6 months ago, and now the Wi-Fi never wants to work. Never. And it goes off and I think, oh god, the Wi-Fi's gone. Go and talk to my brother. He hasn't got the problem, it's just me. And for the life of me, I've turned this thing on and off. I've turned the Wi-Fi on and off, mobile data on and off. I've tried so many different things and I cannot get the Wi-Fi to come back on, and mobile data doesn't want to work. And it's driving me insane. So, we're using my laptop. So I'm going to get a random emoji generator up now, and then we will randomise it and we'll pick a book. So, depending on what that book is depending on if I read that one next, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm reading. We'll see what comes out of this. Okay, so I'm going to press randomise 3 times, and then that'll be the one. So, is that a gaming controller? So we got a gaming controller, and this could be kind of cheating. Actually, it can't be, because I just got to link a book to the prompt. So I'm gonna go with Cat plus Game, the manga for this. I mean, it counts. So a nice, easy book for something that I thought was gonna be really complicated. I'm actually gonna read this next because a manga sounds great right now. So yeah, I have no idea what this is about. So, Rico, a 29-year-old office worker with an obsession for video games, finds her quiet life upended when she takes in a stray cat. Having no experience with pet, Rico uses lessons drawn from video games to guide her in cat care, while her cute companion tries to understand Rico's behaviour and personal obsessions through a cat's world view. Sounds cute, sounds cool. I've had a lot of people really enjoy this one, so yeah, I'm gonna go and read this now. What a fucking vibe.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Hello. It's about half an hour later. I've just finished Cat Plus Gamer Volume 1 and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Very easy 5 stars. It was really cute. Really easy, fast-paced manga. The cat is so fucking cute. I also love the game references, as I was previously quite into like video games and things. It was so good, so cute. I showed you like a few little snippets of things that I really loved, but yeah, it was a really good time. I loved it. And another prompt finished for a magical readathon, which is great. But I'm going to bed now because I'm really tired. but I'll probably update you tomorrow with what I'm gonna read next. Hello. This is a very overdue update. So today is Saturday and the past 24-48 hours has been very hard on me and my anxiety. If you don't know, I have a house rabbit called Bluebell, or Blue, or Boo, and she has been really poorly, and it has been very hard. Not to go into drastic details, but if you don't know, I suffer really badly of anxiety, especially anxiety surrounded by death. Anything to do with death, and I thought she was going to die. I really did. I thought this was it, and I was like, I cannot deal with any more shit in 2024. She's okay. She's still with us. If you know anything about rabbits, she unfortunately has stopped eating, which can cause a lot of issues with her stomach, and she can get, basically if her stomach stops moving, slowly but surely everything else in her body will do the same. And currently she's not eating, but she's on a lot of medication. We've got a recovery diet for her. We're getting there. Slowly we are getting there, but it is just so hard. So I thought tonight I would do a self-care evening for myself. My parents and my brother have gone out to a party. I am staying home. I have ordered myself an Indian takeaway. I am chilling with the bun. I want to read, eat food, and watch booktube. And you know what, if I don't read, I don't read it. I don't care. But I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch some old booktube. I'm gonna start off with some covers with Cassidy videos, and then I'm gonna eat some food. But I thought I would update you in the sense of I have started The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon, and so far I actually am really enjoying this. This is like a rom-com fantasy romance about a man called Hart who is a marshal, but he's like a magical marshal, patrolling the magical wilds of Tanria. Hart's got nothing but time to ponder his loneliness. And then we have Mercy, who Mercy works for her dad's undertaking business, and she's trying to keep it afloat for people like Hart, but ends up, basically she's trying to keep it afloat for her brother to inherit, but her brother has announced that actually he wants nothing to do with it, so it has left Mercy to deal with the undertaking business as her dad is unwell. I have only read 40 pages, but what I have read I've really enjoyed. This is the Fairy Loot edition, which I find really cute, to the point, well, we've got a parcel, lads. This relates to The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy because it's book 2 in that series, which is, if I can get it out, oh, The Undermining of Twyla and Frank. I ordered the Fairy Loot edition while it was still in stock on their website. So yeah, I believe this is set in the same world, we just are following different characters. So I'm thinking that if I enjoy The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy that much, I'm going to move straight on to this one, as I feel like it's just kind of what I'm in the mood for right now. If anything, because my life's going to shit. But we move. Yeah, that's my rambly update. Basically, my anxiety's shit. The rabbit's not well. I am reading The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, but also I haven't really read anything for about 48 hours as my priorities has been looking after the bun. But I'm hoping tonight, after I've eaten my Indian and after I've watched some booktube, is to just sit and maybe read a little bit. Hopefully, if my brain will allow, while I have the house to myself. But we'll see. But I will update you all soon when I actually have made progress on The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Hello. So I thought I would come and update you on the undertaking of Heart and Mercy. So I am on page 115. It is Tuesday. I haven't read an awful lot today, but I have read little bits. But I am really enjoying the undertaking of Heart and Mercy so far. I'm really enjoying the characters and like the enemies to lovers vibe that is in this. I'm also loving the fantastical side and the undertaking side, which is a bit weird, but hey ho. There has been a small bit of LGBTQ plus rep so far, and that's a vibe. That's to do with like some of the side characters, and yeah, I'm just having an all-round great time. I'm really looking forward to continuing this. I have decided to make this vlog week 1 and week 2 of Magical Readathon, just because obviously a lot happened last week in regards to Blue, my house rabbit, and everything just got on top of me a bit over the weekend, and I just thought I would extend it and make my life a bit easier. So this week my plan is to finish the undertaking of Heart and Mercy, and then to just see how it goes. I'm not going to war with the postman because he's tried to deliver my parcel for 2 days when I told him I'm not in, and the parcel is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune, which 1 is on my September TBR, and 2, I really want to read it, but the postman's mugging me off, so I'm going to pin him down. I don't really know why. I think I'm going to have to go and pick the book up myself from the post office, but that's easier said than done because I'm working for like the next 4 or 5 days, so we'll see. This is something I've ever actually mentioned on here, but I am a big Disney fan. I'm also a big Harry Potter fan. Obviously Harry Potter I don't mention much on my channel for reasons such as the author and I just kind of keep my thoughts and feelings to myself in regards to Harry Potter, but I am a big Disney fan, and something I have always dreamt of doing since I was a really young child is going to Florida. My parents 26 years ago, when they got married, went to Florida for their honeymoon, and have brought me and my brother up, talking about it all the time, and we have dreamt and dreamt of going for years, and yesterday we booked it. I'm going to Florida in April of next year. I am ecstatic. I am so beyond excited. I have never left the UK before. I don't even have a passport currently, but I am so excited to go on this family holiday with my parents and my brother. We're all so excited to go because we've literally dreamt of this for so long. We're going to Disney, all the parks, we're going to Universal, a couple other places as well that my parents really want to go to again. Yeah, I'm so excited. If you know of any good food places or good places in general to check out in Florida, let me know. Because I have to plan. I've been told by parents I have to create a schedule because they know that I just love to do things like that, and I like to know where I'm going all the time and what's coming next and what time I've got to be here and what time I've got to be there, just due to like my ADHD and my anxiety and things. I like to know where I am at all times, so I've been left in charge. So yeah, any food recommendations at any parks or any snacks you're like, you've got to try this snack or you've got to try this drink, freaking tell me, love, tell me, because currently I'm overwhelmed. Obviously we've still got like 7 months, nearly 8 months away from our holiday, but I'm overwhelmed now. And I know the closer we get, the more realistic it will feel and the more things I've got to think about, but right now I'm just overwhelmed. So give me ideas, give me thoughts, give me feelings. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna get into bed and try and have a little bit of an earlier night than usual. And then tomorrow I will probably update you with a reading update or something along those lines. Hopefully. So I thought I would do you a bit of an update. So, Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, I am on page 316. I've read like nearly 200 pages of this today. I've just been trying to like fly through, get as much read as possible just while I had a bit of time to myself. I've been doing a lot of journaling, planning for videos, just getting shit done, and I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving it. I love the main characters. I love Heart and I love her Mercy. I love Mercy's family. I really am enjoying the story, because it's a bit different to your typical romance. Obviously it's more fantasy romance, but I'm really enjoying the story and the plot. The only thing I will say is I don't think it needs to be 400 pages. There's been a lot of parts where I'm just listening away and thinking it does not need to be this long. Half of this is not needed. But I mean, it does make you feel closer to the characters and that's great. But yeah, I don't think it needs to be this long, and I think that'll be the only thing that means this book will not get 5 stars from me, because it's just, some of it's unnecessary. But it is what it is. I've got about an hour and a half left on the audiobook, so I am going to go and I'm going to finish this. But I have changed my Kindle back. I've watched Jade from Jade Away Reads video where she updated her Kindle insert for sorry, I've got a cold, for autumn and Halloween. And so I've done mine where I've put like a little what do you call it, like, you know when you tea stain a piece of paper like that in the background, and then I've got some Halloween, if it will focus, are you gonna focus, Halloween washi, a few of like Kelly's stickers, and then other stickers that I've got off of Etsy, and then my classic ghosty pop socket, because I really want to get back into reading on my Kindle again. So I think the next book I read, I am going to read off my Kindle. So there's that. And then the other thing is I had some book mail. We have The Ending Fire by Sarah El Sarathi, which is the third and final book in this series that I can't remember the name of. Oh, the Ending Fire trilogy. I haven't started this trilogy. I own all 3 books, but that's because I have a video idea for it, so I needed all 3 in order to do a video idea. So this is the Waterstone edition, so it's just got your orange sprayed edge, and nothing under the dust jacket, but it has got really cool artwork inside, and then it is signed by the author, which is cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed Feybound by Sarah El Sarathi. So I do want to read this series, and yeah, like I say, I have a whole video planned for that. I really thought my copy of Somewhere Beyond the Sea was going to arrive today, and it hasn't, because that's what I wanted to read next. So Somewhere Beyond the Sea is the next book in the House of Cerulean Sea series by TJ Klune, and I loved the House of the Cerulean Sea. It is my favourite, one of my top books of all time, and I really thought Somewhere Beyond the Sea was going to arrive today, but it hasn't, and that's okay. So instead I'm going to reread the House of the Cerulean Sea next, and then hopefully by the time I finish that, I can then jump straight into Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Also, update on Bluebell, or Blue, my bun. She's been to the vets again today, and we have decided that she is going to get put under general anaesthetics tomorrow to be able to have a look at her teeth, and they believe that she might have an ulcer, so they're going to remove that, and then hopefully that will help her start eating. Fingers crossed. But that's the plan as far as that goes. She is still not eating properly. We are still syringe feeding her, but it is what it is. It's part of my daily routine now. I'm like a pro. So yeah, that's my update. We have one more day left of this vlog, which is tomorrow, and that's when Blue's going in for her little operation-y kind of thing. So I am going to be here all day again. So my plan is for tonight to finish The Undertaken of Heart and Mercy, and then tomorrow my plan is to read The House of the Cerulean Sea in a day, and then we can wrap this vlog up and I can get it edited and then upload it on Sunday. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how I go. I'm definitely going to finish Undertaken of Heart and Mercy. I'm literally going to go upstairs now, get into bed, get cozy because I feel like shit, and finish my book, and then start House of the Cerulean Sea. I actually have it on my Kindle, so I might read it on there. Ooh, cozy vibes, and we're getting takeaway tonight. Could you get a better day? No is the answer, lads. No is the answer. So yeah, that's my update, and I will talk to you guys in an hour or so. Hello. So I have finished The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, and I have given it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this one. As I said in my previous chatty bit, I just found it quite slow in places, but it is a very high 4-star, very nearly a 5. I just can't give it a 5 due to finding it quite slow. But it was a very good book. I really enjoyed myself. I loved the ending. It's not your usual, you expect it to be your usual romance book where they kind of meet, do a bit of the dating, split up for a bit because they've argued and then get back together, but it's not. And I really enjoyed that because I didn't see that coming. But it is, yeah, I feel like a 4.5, very nearly a 5, but just not a 5. But I really, really enjoyed it and a very nice time. So now, as I said, I'm going to move on to The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. So this is a reread because I have read it before, but I want to read it before Somewhere Beyond the Sea comes out. I mean, it's out, but my copy just hasn't arrived yet. Royal Mail. So it is about, I can't remember what his name is. Linus Baker is a caseworker in the department in charge of magical youths, and he goes to this island where there is a house which is ran by Arthur, a man called Arthur, who is the most lovable character, and he looks after about, I think it's like 5 children with magical powers, and Linus is going there to make sure they're all well looked after and that, you know, it's worth to keep funding them in order to keep it open. And during this you see Linus and Arthur become really, really close, and you also see Linus fall in love with the children, and it is so fun to read about the children because it's like reading Miss Peregrine, if you've ever read that. It's really fun. So I'm really excited to get back in and reread this one. I'm hoping to like get a good chunk through tonight, so then tomorrow I can just finish off this vlog and hopefully start Somewhere Beyond the Sea, if Royal Mail likes me, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll update you probably tomorrow when I have made progress on House in the Cerulean Sea. Hello, so I'm here to give you a bit of an update and to end this vlog. So I finished House in the Cerulean Sea. I haven't got the copy on me, it's downstairs. I finished that on Saturday. Today's Sunday. Gave it 5 stars again. It was a reread for me. I loved it. I love the characters. I love being back with the characters, and I'm really excited to read Somewhere Beyond the Sea when it arrives. Royal Mail. It still hasn't arrived and I'm livid. But I'm still really excited to read that, and I think it's arriving tomorrow, so I'm planning on jumping straight in with Somewhere Beyond the Sea tomorrow for the next vlog of this, which will be week 3 and 4 of Magical Readathon. So that'll be great. But yeah, over 5 stars. It was a great, amazing time. I loved being back with those characters. Next, I have some book mail to show you. Of course I do. First we have Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar, which I've heard a lot of people talking about recently. I think because book 3 has just come out, but with it being spooky season, or spooky season is coming, I thought it would be a good time to get this and to read this. It's a young adult horror, I believe. Something to do with a girl moving to a weird town, or a tiny town, with a weird clown for a mascot. Most of the town believes that the kids are to blame for the town falling apart, and so on and so forth. Creepy clowns. That's the gist I'm getting from this. I'm quite excited to read it. I've heard a lot of people really enjoy this one, so I am quite looking forward to it. So yes, there's that one. Next we have one of my most anticipated releases for the year, which is We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. So this is a new series from Richard Osman, so this isn't a part of the Thursday Murder Club, unfortunately, but this is a new series where I believe we follow a father and a daughter-in-law. So we have Steve Wheeler, who has retired. He still does some investigation work, and he prefers his familiar habits: the pub quiz, a favourite bench, a cat waiting for him at home. His days of adventure are over. Adrenaline is daughter-in-law Amy's job now. Amy Wheeler thinks adrenaline is good for the soul, works in private security, every day is dangerous. She's currently on a remote island protecting infamous author Rosie di Antonio, and to a dead body a bag of money means trouble in paradise. A thrilling race around the world begins, and can Amy and Steve outrun and outsmart a killer? So yeah, really excited to read this one, as I just love Richard Osman. He is one of my favourite authors. I've given every book he's ever written 5 stars, so really excited to read this one. And then, spoilers if you don't want to know, I've got the, is it adult book only for September from Fairy Loot. So this month's theme was power struggles, and this is actually a book I actually really do want to read. So we have, spoilers, The Gods Below by Andrea Stewart. So if you don't know, Andrea Stewart wrote The Bone Shard Daughter, which I haven't read, but it is one of my most anticipated books to read, just because I think I'm going to really enjoy it. And so Fairy Loot have done her new book, which is going to be a whole new fantasy series, so I am really looking forward to this one. So we've got like your Sprayed Edge. I don't really know what the cover's meant to look like, so who knows. On the back it says, if suffering made us strong, then I would be stronger than all of them. But we have a really beautiful artwork on the hardcover, and I prefer this cover, which is underneath the dust jacket, so I might switch over to that one. But also, may I just add, we have a winged male. A winged male. If you've read Ektar, you know that winged males are the ones. But I believe this is about 2 sisters who are fighting on opposite sides of a god war, I believe. Let me just double check. And yeah, so The Gods Below begins an epic new fantasy series from Andrea Stewart, where 2 sisters find themselves on opposite sides of a war against gods. I have read Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler, and I've read Blood of the Chosen by Django Wexler, which follows siblings also on opposite sides of the same war. So if you do read this and you enjoy it, definitely recommend checking out Django Wexler's books, or if you've read Django Wexler's books, maybe this one. But obviously I'm assuming it's going to have some sort of romantical aspect, because we have a winged male. So yeah, that's my little book haul. I'm actually quite happy with it, because I must say the past few Fairy Loot books I haven't hauled, because they're just not for me, and that's been probably like that for the past 4 months, and I have thought about unsubscribing, but you unsubscribe and then there'll be a book that comes along that you enjoy. So it is what it is. Like this year we've had Feybound, we've had City of Stardust. Feybound's one of my favourite books I've read this year so far. And this is a good one. I'm happy with this, so we'll see. But that is the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologise if it is a long one. I think it is. Work's been manic. Obviously Bluebell's been unwell. Update on Bluebell quickly. She's had a little mini op to sort out her teeth. Apparently she had a spur at the back of her teeth which was pointing into her tongue and unfortunately making her tongue bleed, and that was what was stopping her from eating and everything else. But she is home, she is eating like a trooper. She has lost a lot of weight, so we have to fatten her up again, but that's the fun part. And she is pooing like a trooper, so she's getting better. She is definitely getting there, thank God. But it's been a week. It's been 2 weeks. It's been a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, like and subscribe if you are new, as we are on our way to 400 subscribers, and I'd love to hit 500 by the end of the year. So subscribe if you're new, and comment below a cat emoji if you made it to the end of the video. And let me know if you read any of these books that I've showed, or any opinions you have on anything. How the weather is maybe. And I will see you all again for another video. Bye.